Hello, Earth Signs, and welcome to your Moon Cycle 9 Astro Oracle Messages with me, Shakti Sanja. So this is relevant for that Leo new moon we just had 2 weeks ago, and today's Pisces full moon, as well as that last third quarter moon that's going to be happening before we get to the next new moon that starts off Moon Cycle 10. All right, so these are your messages if you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements in your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or Venus signs, or anywhere that's significant for you in your chart. If you're watching this, trust you're in the right place. All right, and if you do want sign-specific readings, you can join my email list by linking on the Moon Mastery link below and going to the very bottom of the page and adding your email there. Or you can join us in Moon Mastery, which is also a way to get access to my moon ceremonies, get your own astro chart read by me, and join us in our cosmic community where we talk about the moon and the astrology happening all the time. All right, so without further ado, let's begin. So what is it that you need to know are signs for this moon cycle? Number 9, which I'm calling the human leadership cycle, right? With that Leo new moon and the Pisces full moon, it's all about our humanity and our leadership and really being leaders of ourselves. So let's see what you need to know. All right. So we have Dragonfly Spirit in reverse and Dog in reverse. I got both of these cards for myself this week, and I have a Capricorn moon. So you know it's all relevant for all of us here in this collective. So first of all, the Dragonfly Spirit in reverse is this feeling of, dragonflies have been a massive symbol as of lately for me, and they represent the ability to see beyond illusion and to see the truth and to see the beauty in the interconnectedness between all things, and to see the guidance that you receive from spirit through thoughts, feelings, body sensations, synchronicities, etc. So when this is in reverse, it's this feeling that maybe this moon cycle you felt very disconnected from your own higher self, from spirit, or from that kind of cosmic flow that we can all tap into, tune into, and get inspired by. So if you're feeling like you yourself are left out from the great cosmic orchestration or from guidance, it's an opportunity to, one, forgive yourself for feeling left out. Right? This is a lot of Pisces energy coming in here, where we feel like maybe sometimes our own experience, our own suffering is separate from other people. But then we remember that it's actually through our suffering or through our feelings of disconnection that we can be connected to others, right? And this is an opportunity to lean more on your spiritual practices and get back into that practice of connecting to the greater universe and asking for guidance. Sometimes the way this looks for me is I'll actually text message myself, feeling like I'm talking to my higher self, and I'll be like, hey, can you help me with this? Or I don't know what to do about this person or this client, or I need help or resolution. Or last night before I went to bed, I wrote down a little prayer of what I wanted to get clear on as I slept. And then I had really interesting dreams, and there's a lot of shift happening for me throughout the day. So it's an opportunity to get back into communication, co-creation with spirit, and knowing that there's nothing wrong with you. There's no reason why you can't have access to this. You're allowed to access wisdom and support and divine miracles at any point in time. And sometimes all you need is to forgive yourself for feeling disconnected from that. And then we also have Dog Spirit, which is about being loyal to what you love and what loves you. So this is also a sign for us Earth signs to remember that it's important for us to notice what is working, what feels good, what feels safe, what makes sense in our lives, right? That practical, loyal commitment of a dog is presented here. So what do we love and what loves us? How can we show up for that? Right? So how can we show up for those people that are showing up for us? How can we show up for ourselves? What routines, what consistency would give us a lot of support right now, right? For me, this looked like getting back into my yoga practice. I love yoga. Completely forgot what it could do for my mind and body because of COVID and not going for 6 months, and then coming back into that sacred community reminded me of what it looks like for me to really support myself and to get supported in community. So what is that practice? What is that person? What is that community that you really love and that really loves you back, that you can be loyal to and lean into, right? You can trust that whatever's showing up for you as a consistent as a consistent theme that makes you feel good, and whatever has worked for you in the past will work for you again. So it's kind of leaning back on what you have to be secure in, right, in all senses of the word. So it's also leaning back on your own spiritual connection, what previously made you feel faith and trust and security in the universe, to lean back on those practices. Maybe it's watching Astro Oracle readings, maybe it's looking at your astrology, maybe it's your yoga or your journaling or whatever else it might be for you, or watching documentaries about the world or about nature. Whatever it is that gets you inspired and makes you feel connected to the greater whole, makes you feel loved and ready to love and show up for life, just do that, and it gets to be pretty simple. Okay, so let's see what archetype energy you're working with right now, Earth signs. Okay, the sustainer. So again, very earthy energy of this is someone molding clay into a sphere. So there's this energy of what you're doing and building right now is sustainability. What will sustain you and what will be sustainable into the future. So this has to do with relationships, business, patterns, routines, right? It is Virgo season, so that is one of the lessons that Virgo season wants us to have, is what routines and daily habits and health practices give us the most sustainable energy, give us the most sustainability in terms of building the life that we want and having the career and relationships that we want. Who can we have the most sustainable partnership with? What does sustainability look like for you in your life? What would sustainable income look like for you, right? Rather than ups and downs. A lot of this message is about you having security and sustainability and really letting yourself have that core foundation built and here to support you, right? You get to feel supported. And if you need guidance on what is it that would sustain me, what would feel really good, and what would feel like a long-term benefit for me, ask spirit, pray about it, journal about it, listen to podcasts about it, talk to a therapist, talk to a coach, talk to a friend, get into an online circle, and ask for yourself to be led and for guidance to come to you. And it will come to you in various ways, in various synchronicities, in ways that you wouldn't ever expect. And you will be sustained and you will be held and supported, right? You're allowed to be held and supported. You're allowed to receive. Life doesn't have to be so heavy and so hard. So give up some of your burdens to spirit and know that you will be taken care of. I know I really need to hear that. All right, and lastly, let's look at your tarot to look at a bit more of these themes, especially the more human themes that are happening for you right now, Earth signs. Okay. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This stuff is consistent. So we have the Emperor in reverse here. We have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Magician. So really the overarching message for this is you trying to force yourself to have control over your circumstances, to plan everything out, to be like, I'm going to make this much money, and then I'm going to fall in love, and then this is going to happen. And like having timelines, having a sense of control is not working for you right now. You can't have just masculine power or dominance or coercion over the world, over yourself or over other people, right? That kind of energy of control and trying to have control and certainty is not working for you right now. And it's actually toxic. It's not what's needed. What is needed is this ability to have magic and sustainable growth, right? Slow, steady growth with collaboration, right? Where it doesn't have to happen overnight. You're not expecting for yourself to just manifest a kingdom overnight for you. But you do get to have slow, steady progress, right? It's really noticing the progress. Look over the last 6 months and consider the progress you've made in your own personal healing, in your own personal life, in your learning, in your relationships, in your career, in your purpose, in your destiny, whatever it might be. Look at the slow, steady progress that you've created and consider, that you're allowed to have more magic and miracles and inspiration to keep going with that progress. So it's all about sustainability. It's all about getting yourself supported. It's all about co-creating, not doing it alone, but knowing that you are immensely powerful, right? That you're immensely powerful, but that doesn't mean that you are all powerful and that you have power over others or over the world or over the great cosmos and orchestration. So part of it is dipping into the magic and being one with the magic around you, and also acknowledging the own magic within you and allowing that to come through in a steady, sustainable way so that you can continue having it, right? The process is the outcome. So when you feel this sense of like continuous collaboration and connection to your own inspiration, but it doesn't feel like these massive ups and downs, which a lot of the time big like successes or achievements can feel like, right? That us earth signs love. We love results. We love creating things. We love winning, right? Not as much as fire signs, but we definitely love to see those tangible results. But when you can see progress chipping away and you can acknowledge yourself and all of the growth that you've done, that's when some real magic happens. So I would challenge you to have some gratitude for yourself, to think about your own resilience, to think about how much you've grown throughout your whole life. Think about everything you've ever achieved, right? If you've had university degrees, if you had love, if you had marriages, if you've had personal health struggles, whatever it is that you've worked through, you work through it, and have acknowledgement for yourself, your own strength, your own resiliency, and know that you get to bring that forward as you sustain the rest of your magical life. So I really hope that these messages served you. Join us in Moon Mastery tonight for the full moon in Pisces ceremony. DM me with any questions at Sanja on Instagram, and we'll see you here for the full moon. For the moon cycle 9 summary messages that are my astrological summaries at the end of this moon cycle. And then we'll have the next moon cycle's astro oracle readings for you next month. All right, my loves, have a great day. Sanja.